Most people imagine manipulation as something loud, obvious, aggressive. But the truth is far more uncomfortable. Real manipulation is silent. It hides behind smiles, soft tones, friendly gestures, and comforting words. It's calm, it's patient, and it slips into your mind long before you ever notice what's happening. Manipulators don't attack your defenses. They study them, wait for the weak spots, and then walk right through them. Today, we're exposing 8 silent psychological techniques manipulators use to influence your thoughts, emotions, and decisions without ever raising their voice or looking like the villain. Once you understand these tactics, you'll become immune to them, and the people who used to control you will lose all their power. Let's begin. Manipulators. No trust is a doorway, and they need that doorway unlocked. But instead of forcing it open, they gently nudge it over time. They watch you, listen carefully, mirror your interests, agree with your beliefs, match your energy perfectly. You start thinking, wow, they get me. This person is so easy to talk to. I feel safe with them. But this is not accidental. This is deliberate trust engineering. They pretend to be your ideal friend, partner, coworker, whatever form you need the most. You reveal your dreams, your wounds, your fears, your insecurities, and they collect it all quietly, like a hunter studying its prey before the trap closes. Red flags. They become close very fast. They share personal stories too early. They mirror everything you say. You feel unusually comfortable. To sun defense, give trust time. A connection that forms instantly is often chemistry, but sometimes it's manipulation. Silence is one of the most powerful weapons manipulators use. Not yelling, not arguing, just silence. When something goes wrong, they withdraw. They stop responding. They avoid eye contact. They act cold, removed, unreachable, and suddenly you feel anxious. You feel guilty. You feel responsible. You start overthinking every word you said. You convince yourself you messed up. You want to fix things, even if you didn't do anything wrong. That's the trap. Their silence pulls you toward them like a psychological magnet. And the moment you chase, they win. Why it works. Humans hate emotional disconnection. We want harmony. We want clarity. We want closure. Manipulators weaponize that need defense. Don't chase silence. Don't panic. Don't apologize for balance you didn't break. Silence is powerful, but only if you fear it. This is one of the most dangerous, because you don't notice it until it's too late. Manipulators don't take control by force. They weaken your sense of self first. They break your internal compass, your confidence, your certainty, minute by minute. Comment by comment. Are you sure? That doesn't sound right. You always overreact. You never remember things correctly. That's not like you. You're too emotional. Nothing harsh. Nothing obvious. Just soft pressure points. Applied over and over. Until doubt replaces clarity. You stop trusting your decisions. You stop trusting your memory. You stop trusting your instincts, and when your self-belief fades, their influence grows. Defense. If someone makes you question yourself more than understand yourself, you're not in a relationship. You're in a psychological trap. Manipulators never give constant affection, because constant affection doesn't control anyone. Instead, they give affection strategically, in small, unpredictable doses. A sudden compliment, a warm moment, a soft tone, a small gift, a sweet message, just enough to make you feel valued. Then, they pull it away. You feel confused. You want that warmth again? So you try harder, and harder, and harder. This is the same psychological mechanism that keeps people addicted to gambling. The dopamine hit that appears randomly is always the most powerful. Manipulators use this perfectly. Defense. Look at patterns, not moments. Someone who loves you consistently is safe. Someone who loves you unpredictably is manipulating your brain chemistry. Manipulators rarely ask dangerous questions directly. They ask small, harmless ones. So who do you trust most? What are you scared of? Who do you vent to? What type of people bother you? What's your weakest point? What hurts you the most? It feels casual. It feels friendly. It feels curious, but it's not conversation. It's reconnaissance. Every answer is a puzzle piece. Every detail becomes a future tactic. Every vulnerability you reveal becomes a potential weapon. And the scariest part, they always ask when you feel safe, never when you feel suspicious. Defense. Don't hand people emotional ammunition. Not every smiling face deserves access to your wounds. Asterisk words aren't the only way manipulators distort reality. Sometimes their tone does all the damage. A small laugh, a mocking smile, a disappointed "oh," a raised eyebrow, a sigh. None of these contain actual sentences, yet they communicate judgment, disapproval, or superiority. You start second-guessing yourself without them ever saying you're wrong. And because they didn't use harsh language, you can't accuse them of anything concrete. This is the silent art of emotional distortion. Defense. Don't interpret tone as truth. Listen to your gut, not their reactions. This tactic feels like emotional whiplash. One day, they're warm, caring, affectionate. The next day, they're cold, distant, indifferent. You never know which version of them you'll get. And unpredictability keeps you emotionally off balance. When they want something, they're angels. When they don't, they disappear. You start feeling grateful for any kindness, even the bare minimum, because your emotional baseline has been destroyed. Defense. Kindness without consistency is manipulation. A person who truly cares keeps showing up, even when they don't need something. Manipulators don't start with big lies. That would be too obvious. They start with small edits. You came at 6:10. Not 6. You didn't say that. That's not what happened. I never promised that. You misunderstood again. Each correction seems tiny, harmless, insignificant, but slowly, tiny edits turn into huge distortions. Your belief in your own memory fades. And once that happens, you rely on their version of reality instead of your own. That's when they have full control. Defense. Write things down. Save messages. Keep receipts. Gaslighting dies when the facts are on paper. Asterisk. Silent manipulation is deadly because it never looks dangerous. It looks calm. It looks reasonable. It looks innocent. But now, you can see through it. Once you recognize these tactics, trust-building tricks, silence, pressure, identity softening, emotional manipulation, selective kindness, micro-gaslighting, you'll never be controlled the same way again. Awareness is your shield. Boundaries are your armor. And clarity is your freedom. Stay aware. Stay strong. And never let anyone control your mind quietly.